Hey everybody, hey to the people. Hey to the people, come on in. Let's come on in. Let's come on in. The lounge is open, okay? Because it is time for us to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How have you guys been? How was your weekend? Did you guys enjoy any of this great holiday? Enjoy any of this great weather that we had that was almost holiday worthy over the past weekend? While you guys are coming on into the room, for those that are already there, thank you so much for listening to us via No Chaser TV, the podcast, or watching us on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure that you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing no matter where you are. We greatly appreciate you from wherever you're listening. And we're going to go ahead and get into some things tonight, child. Some things tonight. Because we're going to go ahead and break down the latest episode um, of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I named it There Goes Angela because that's what Portia said when she got busted. There goes Angela. And so we're going to go ahead and discuss that. Let me go ahead and tell the people we out here doing it, okay? We're doing it, baby. Yes. We're going to go ahead and discuss. Oh, let me turn it down. All right. Come chat with me and tell me what you thought of the episode. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we pick up the episode with a lovely song from Shamia. The people are talking about what they're talking about. They're doing line dances and not doing them right, and everything's not the Cupid shuffle. I wonder if by the end of the night I'm gonna have my own song. You know, last week I was in here cutting up majorly, the big time, honey. We'll see if I cut up this time. Hey, love, love, love. Yes, the lounge is open, divas. Come on in. All right, let's go ahead and start after she does that song because Britt is on the phone with her husband, Mike, who does not really seem enthused to be talking to her on the phone. And she says that she feels that after the peace brunch and after Portia's birthday dinner last night, she cannot trust Angela. And she's going to have to keep her guard up. I'm so tired of having to get her together, child. I'm so tired of having to get. Ugh, I'm so tired of having to get Brit Eater together. What part of this does Brit Eater not understand? After the peace brunch, you caused the issue at the peace brunch. You showed up not being peaceful because you thought those girls had an issue with you and took on Kenya's side without confirming the facts first, as you seem to have a penchant for doing. And then from there, you went ahead and had an attitude because you got busted trying to lie about your license being suspended when they were currently under investigation. Now, the people say your license had been suspended allegedly since 2022 or 23, but you're mad at Angela for asking on what cause. Based off of that conversation, coupled with the conversation that you guys had at dinner the night before, where uh not Brit, but Angela wanted Drew to come to the dinner. You've deduced that you have to keep your guard up around her. We have to keep our guard up around you. Matter of fact, we need to keep a guard around us when it comes to you, so that therefore, when you get, girl, I was gonna read her. Girl, no, I'm gonna say it anyway. We're gonna have to keep a guard around us, so when you get the pew pew, and hopefully the bullets won't penetrate. Girl, we need to keep a guard around you. This for me completely invalidates her saying that we have to keep a guard up around Angela because of how things went down at the peace brunch. If you would have just said, I'm going to keep my guard up around you based off of dinner, which, I may be able to allow because, in my opinion, I still think that Angela was dead ass wrong for inviting Drew on this trip. That would have been something because it's like, oh, Angela's sneaky, she's crafty, she's inconsiderate, she's not thoughtful at all. She being, by being selfish and wanting someone there who I don't want there is ruining my birthday and forgetting the purpose of the trip. Like all of those things I understand. And I would have been like, you know what? I give Britt this one. But when you couple it with what happened at the peace brunch, it means to me that you don't like her because she corrected you at the peace brunch. So that is an ulterior motive. And now you're trying to make it a thing by coupling it with multiple instances. Those are two separate instances. Those are in two separate instances, I guess. Yes, two separate instances, but yeah, they don't like they don't relate. You're trying to make it fit and it just won't. And I'm really sick of Brit with the bullshit. I'm so sorry. And I'm so tired of having to get her together. I've been getting her together. I've been getting her together the whole season. We 8 episodes in. I don't even know if this is mid-season because I don't know how many episodes the show will have. But what I do know is Brit cut the crap. Okay, that's not what happened. That's not true. Un momento. Chase a sip of tonight is gonna be crazy. Maybe. Durga, I would have sent Angela to meet Drew halfway, so neither had to go home alone. Oh, period. Okay. Period. Now that is messy. But yeah, yeah, she was dead wrong for that. So that's what I think about it. Anywho, from there, Shamia's super emotional talking to her husband over the phone. She is going to have to miss her daughter's doctor's appointment, but fret not because her husband is being what a parent should be, and that is present and picking up the slack. Well, not even saying picking up the slack because I don't want to like one parent slacking, but when one parent can't, the other parent is, and I think that that is beautiful and so complimentary to their relationship, that he is present and doing those things when Shamia can't be there because he understands that Shamia is out there chasing her dream. And because of that, she feels deeply moved within her soul to try to give him a son. Now, see how I just threw out all of those niceties about the situation? Is he using the fact that he's a present father? He's, a multi-millionaire, um, supportive of her dreams. Is that fair for him to say, because I'm doing all of this for you, or because I am all of this for you, then I need you to just give me this one solid. And even though it might push you past, the point of living, because I know that you've had complications carrying before, and it is highly dangerous that you do that. I'm all of these other things for you, and all I need you to be is this one thing for me. Like, does he want a son so bad that it will cost him Shamia? Especially when you're a multimillionaire and you have the resources and the knowledge and the connections to go ahead and have the son that you're desperately wanting. I don't know if Gerald is putting that pressure on Shamia, or if Shamia is putting that pressure on herself because she recognizes those things. But we're gonna have to figure out another way because we need Shamia, and we would like for them to have a son. So that's how that's gonna go for me. But I don't like that she speaks of it in that way. I don't like it at all. Mm-mm. I'm not here for it. She's not a fan. Let me see what the people saying. Hey, Tori B. Agreed, Taylor. Hey, Taylor Gray. Whispers. Angela rightfully clocked Shamia's sneaky mean girl energy early on. She keeps proving her right. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Love, 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 but they are going surrogate. Durga, why not adopt? Well, I mean, she's saying that she desperately wants to have this child, and I thought that we were under the agreement as a family because now we're part of the family too, Shabia. I thought that we were under agreement that, baby, you're not doing this. You're gonna go ahead and adopt. You're gonna go ahead and get a surrogate. You're gonna go ahead and figure this out, but you won't be doing it. Okay, if it's gonna put you through that kind of extreme pressure and extreme just wear and tear on your butt. No, 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 no. We're not doing it. Yes, love, love, love. We. That's our body, and it ain't happening. Um, so Cynthia's outside with Angela and tells her that baby daddies hit different. Girl, them baby daddies, you know they hit different. Maybe that's a straight thing that I don't understand. Okay, because I'm not a baby daddy. I don't have no baby mama. Like, I don't, maybe because the child is involved, like once mine, always mine. But I don't feel like we need a child for me to say once mine, always mine. I thought that we were always operating under the impression that even though they are not currently yours, once mine, always mine is delusional, but I'm willing to be delusional because once mine, always mine. So I thought that we all agreed that thinking while we all mostly function in it, depending upon who the once mine, always mine is absolutely delusional. Cynthia Bailey is just not somebody I would take advice from on certain situations. I do agree that there should be some couth in which you go about a working relationship. The thing about the working relationship, which we may touch on tonight with Drew, Portia, and Dennis, is that all three of them be lying. So who is going to be able to have the time without the actual facts presented to determine whether or not Drew reached out to Portia, whether or not Portia heard from Drew, whether or not Dennis reached out to Portia and Portia heard from Dennis, whether Portia, Dennis, and Drew reached out to each other, whether Drew and Dennis reached out to each other, whether Drew, Dennis, Portia, and everybody involved, the studio time, everybody would pay for it. Who got time to figure that shit out? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All three of y'all lied. Too bad. All three of y'all need to go get over it. Too bad. Because if there's a tweet floating around, the proof is in the material. They weren't just not. Maybe they was fucking on the side. Maybe I don't know. But the proof is that we actually have a material representation of the working relationship, which would be the music, a full body of work. So yes, we do have a visual, we do have a audio representation of what they said that they were actually doing. So why are you so fucking upset about it? And yes, once mine, always mine. But Cynthia, grow the fuck up. I've been holding off for Cynthia, y'all. I really have. I've been holding off for Cynth because I like her as a person. I've been holding off for Cynth, but she move a little funny. Something ain't right by the way she move. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes. They are having a lie off. Y'all know I love her off. Yes, girl, please get off the TV. Well, I don't know about all that. Cynthia said, ain't nobody going to see Leon. Baby, now I know that's right. I get it. That's a once mine, always mine situation. But I bet you Leon probably like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere and let me do this business that I've been doing, move. It also reminds me of, remember when Jennifer Williams was married to Eric Williams? Ugh. And he wanted to produce a movie starring Royce Reed. Weird. Anyway, So anyway, Angela says that she took the heat for Drew because she is loyal and her character was questioned as well by proxy. You took the heat because you deserved the heat, rightfully so. Now I don't know where that girl who's been trying out for the show for years get off by saying that Drew was allegedly sucking Dennis' dick. That's weird, okay? And so yeah, you took the heat for that, but you took the heat because your actions were called into question because you shouldn't have invited that girl on that fucking trip. I don't want to hear about that. Y'all going on with that. Drew was not going to come, but she then arrives and considers this an olive branch between her and Portia. Angela suggests Drew talk to Portia because, you know, of course, she's here at the house and it's their birthday. So maybe a conversation where they can try to squash things would help it alleviate the tension for the rest of the group and the rest of the trip. Drew says that Angela brought this on herself. Ergo, if I don't speak to her, it's your fault because you're the reason why I'm here. Bingo, 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 bingo. Let me stop. That is the point, Angela. You brought this on yourself. Now, hell. Angela says, looking back, if she had to do it over again, she absolutely would invite Drew. And that is the problem I have. Looking back on my birthday trip, you gonna I understand. I hear y'all around, but Chase, it's a production. But Chase, it's a television show. She had to go. Then let production make it so. We done broke the fourth wall when I cussed her ass out at the beginning. Break the fourth wall now. But as far as you being a visual representation of who I have to blame for this, because you keep championing for it, what the production? You okay? Production want her to come and she coming, but you think production putting Angela up to being so gung ho about her coming, and if I could do it again, I'd invite her by the time I was 10. Like what? Hold up, Trina. Hold up, Trina Oakley. Damn. Hold up, Trina Oakley. Hold up. If I had a chance to do it over again, I'd invite Drew by the time I was 10. Girl, no. No, you got to sit in this one, baby, because you're dead ass wrong for that. And that means to me that you don't give a damn about nothing else going on but what you got going on. So as Durga said, she would have went on ahead and sent that lady halfway up the street to meet Drew so they can go on about their business, bitch. Now let's break that wall. Break the wall on out the door, okay? Because you know better than that, Angela. But baby, Angela's still in charge of the girls. I don't give a fuck what you say. Because that's a boss move. But don't be playing, don't pull boss moves on my shit. Pull a boss move on your shit. Angela invited that girl because she know them girls don't see it for her like that because she can't help but keep it real amongst a whole bunch of tomfoolery and fakery. She got to be the one to keep it real, and that's what that come with. A lot of hoes ain't gonna be able to take you. A lot of hoes ain't gonna like you. A lot of hoes ain't gonna live for how you walk in your talk and stand firm in your word. Shout out to Funky Dineva. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of girls not gonna live for how you carry yourself and how you navigate the situation because they playing TV and you keeping it real all the way. However, keeping it real come with a price because when you wrong, you got to be able to deal with bitches keeping it real with you. And she has done that flawlessly, may I add. However, you the reason why she here. So I need to go talk to her. Now, I did think it was a bit delusional that Drew would think that she could go ahead and uh, let me see what she said because I want to be right. Girl, the people is just hold on. Consider this an olive branch. You can't consider no shit I don't want you at no olive branch. That's not how you send an olive branch by your physical representation. You being there in the present. I don't want to see you. You were not on the call. I did not invite you. So if I am upset with you, Thank you for the olive branch, but if it were me, I would have waited for Portia to send me the olive branch. And if Portia don't send me no olive branch, then damn it, the branch won't be olive. I don't know what to tell you about that olive branch. We can go to Olive Garden because we damn sure ain't going to Olive Branch if she don't send it. You got me fucked up. No, absolutely not. No way. No way. No way. There will be no way. There is no way. Hallelujah. There's no, ooh, hallelujah. There's no way. There is no way, y'all. Why would I go out and do that? Why would I do that? You guys do me a favor. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Give me 1 second. Let me type this in the group. Taylor Gray, I don't know. I feel like Angela can scrap. She's way too nonchalant for someone that can fight. Yeah, absolutely. She's way too nonchalant for someone who cannot fight. Her energy is very much run up on me and get done, run up, get done up. That's the kind of energy Angela have about the situation. You come over here if you want to, I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, that ain't never stopped Portia. Well, you know what though? See, y'all be trying to give Portia the ass whooper award. And I always said about Portia, like, just being real, yes, she will fight girls, but the girls that she has fought either didn't know she was coming because she snuck them in the alley or didn't really want to fight back or didn't want to fight her or not fighters. So I always want to see Portia get butt with a person who would fight her ass back, right? Durga, you can't keep it all the way real and then be begging for acceptance. Fuck Portia's party. Them cowboy hats would have never seen me. I wouldn't have shown up. Y'all not about to play with me. Yeah, because that's what they definitely did. They played with her. Love, love, love. Cynthia and Sheree are the same. Oh, no, okay. All right. I don't know. Taylor Gray. Love Cynthia. She's just clueless about anything related to relationships. I can't take the criticism from you on it. I can't take the persecution from you about it. I can't take the advice from you on it in regards to relationships, Cynthia. I'm so sorry. And we love you. But no. No, no, no. Not I. Portia says to Shamia that thing in there, aka Angela, was gaslighting her. Everybody in the lounge, which is aka our live chats across Facebook and YouTube, as well as the comment section on uh, X. Has Angela gaslit Portia? And I'm asking you guys, I ask you, is it a coincidence? I would really like to know what your thoughts are on that. Let me know right now. Was she gaslighting her? Please let me know. Cynthia was defending herself, Durga, right? When they were kicking each other in the coochies and stuff like that. She was defending herself, but she didn't really want to fight that girl. She just wasn't gonna let her whip her ass. That's the difference. So while you guys answer that, I'm going to move on. The ladies are on the van headed to their activities, and a former friend of Shamia reached out and told her finally, after years, she believed her in regards to the domestic violence and the, ooh, I don't know if I said it, DV suffered by Shamia at the hands of her first husband. She tells the story infamously of her husband, getting her those pair of Louboutins, and then they were out that evening, and he knocked her out in front of all of them, in front of everybody. Mm, mm, mm. This then ties into Kenya's PSA that she did, where Cynthia's mother also spoke out on the PSA, and they had a cute moment where the girls were there for Shamia. And Shamia ex-husband was a former music manager. Well, I don't know if he is or not, but he has been a music manager. He's managed like Justin Bieber, Usher, and some other people. You can easily look him up if you want to. But yeah, so um, it's sad that Kenya wasn't there to realize her moment, how impactful that moment was, or to discuss it as well from the person who created the PSA. Hate to hear that. Hate to see that. She was not able to be there to relish and being shown in a positive light for once on the show. But whatever, we won't go there. Portia, Shamia, and Kelly take shots with no hands. And so, you guys, I'm going to live on camera do that right now. I am scared. I've never taken a shot with no hands. So this is their activity, so I'm going to do it. I have never taken a shot with no hands. I'm afraid, like, what if the thing falls? Girl, I'm scared. I'm going to do it, though. Tammy. Noelle told her she wasn't going to be ready, had it escalated, and Cynthia agreed. Yes. The lean, hashtag T Angela. The lean. Lord have I'm scared, but I'm going to do it. So let's see. It's the music. Mm-mm. These shot glasses were a gift. I've never used them, and I've had them for like years now. I've never even been to Puerto Vallarta. Have you guys been to Puerto Vallarta? I know that's right. Boots on the ground. Put your don't put your screamer chords on, okay? Lord. Okay, let's see. So I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all. I'm always scared. See, y'all see my anxiety working in real time. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I did it right, but yay! Said he called me from Atlanta. Said he. Well, well, well. I don't know if I did that right. But I figured I'd get in the spirit. The spirit's in it. Okay, let's see. Did I do it right? Okay, the people say I did it right. EA. Hey, EA, how you been? All right, Durga. LMAO, yes, Angela is gaslighting. This isn't her trip to invite anyone. A soft voice doesn't mean you ain't on bullshit. Yeah, she is gaslighting her. Portia's not wrong in that regard. She definitely did gaslight her at the end of the episode. So we're gonna get to it. But I want to go ahead and do that because I've never done it before. Yay! I always have firsts here exclusively on No Chaser TV. This is Chase, and you're watching No Chaser TV.
You're here with great eating.
I don't give a damn. I said I wasn't gonna play it. I lied. Get over it. Okay. Portia, Shamia, and Kelly take those shots like I just did here with you guys on No Chaser TV. And they make drinks. Portia says all of her friends at the dinner are cool with Drew. So that's why they genuinely were concerned and wondering where Drew was, because they all normally would be together on a trip like this. Portia says Angela is confusing because why invite Drew to an unwelcoming atmosphere is what I wrote. Basically, why invite her to a bitch party you know don't like her, aka. And Shamia says on the way to the peace brunch, Angela said she felt some type of way about Drew. Um, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes, she felt some type of way about Drew speaking trash about her to Kelly. The flashback shows Angela saying actually that Drew told her that Kelly was talking mess about her and that she was more interested in Drew's response. She was not angry at all. She was not hyped up. She was not piped up. So she was not hyped and piped. Okay. She was very much calmly just saying, I would like to know what Drew's response was to it. When we talk about it more or whenever they were going to discuss it at length, because I actually like to know what Kelly said about Angela. So I don't remember. So if you guys can tell me what Kelly said about Angela, that'd be great. However, Shamia put 20 on 10. She's on some bullshit and she lying. Now, Shamia, don't click down to be on your bestie level because I like you a lot. And these shows, there's no way that someone is going to be all good and no bad. No matter who gets the great edit, they all have bad to them. And we've seen this over the years. There's only so long a person can hide their true nature, right? But don't piss me off, Shamia. Now, hell, because that's not what happened. Like, if you know your friend has an attitude problem, she halfway like you, why relay a message like that to further antagonize the situation? I don't know about that. I don't know if I live for that. I don't think I really live for that. Anyway, mm-mm. From here, Portia says, if you're bold enough to invite Drew, why make it a thing at the table and able to provoke everyone to have a negative reaction about Drew at the table? Portia says that Angela set Drew up. That's a whole bunch of drunk bitch shit. As a bitch that's not drunk, but on her way there, aka me, I'm telling you right now, that's a bunch of drunk bitch talk. Because it made absolutely no sense. It was a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the BS because that made absolutely no sense. Okay. And Sammy sent me a clip today from the after show where the after show clearly shows that Portia was the one who informed the table that Angela invited her there, even though the two of them have not been getting along. Which furthermore draws in the question for me, if nobody knew that you and her were having no problem, why would the girl drop at the table that she's allegedly sucking your baby daddy dick? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of mess. Stop trying to get us to not like somebody because ain't nobody went out of their way to make us not like Portia this season. But a lot of the people say they're not liking Portia this season. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody's orchestrating scenes to set up to bring to us with the bullshit because we would see through it and then we wouldn't like them for trying to make you look bad. But nobody's done that. You've done that on your own. And so therefore, when you try to orchestrate, Angela already wrong in the situation. So why are you trying to orchestrate more things to put into it to add a little razzle dazzle so we can be like, and there goes the fucking storyline, and we don't like Angela. Sorry, Angela wrong, but we still like her ass. Now what? And Shamia, Angela didn't say it like that, okay? And then furthermore, Angela didn't bring up Drew and let people know that Drew was not on the trip because she was not invited because you don't see it for her right now. Portia, you did that. And so what I think is, since we talk about hypotheses and hypotenuses, what I think is, I think that you brought it up so you can get the conversation going on camera and the reactions from everyone else while you sat back and let them drag Drew like a dog, like a dog. So you got a 2-for-1 special because they dragging Drew like a dog and they also looking at Angela like, ugh, girl, you messy and you trifling. You got you a 2-for-1 special. So if anyone was setting up the setting up prioritization of the scene and orchestration of what's going on, it would actually be you, Portia. Because that's some drunk bitch shit that you just told us. No, that doesn't. No, no. OMG. Let's read some comments. Miss Finesse, hey Miss Finesse. Angela knows how to play the game. She absolutely does. The lean. She knew that damn girl was coming. Child, like, going on with the bullshit. Okay, stop it. I say. Chase Edie. Wait, no. Oh yeah. Just don't put them names together. A. Hey, A. Is that A? I don't know. We'll see. I think Prune and Bukake are holding back the show. Who is Prune and Bukake? That just showed us how you Is that what that's supposed to prove to people? I won't be doing that no more. I will be removing that from the show. I will be removing that from the show. Ain't no stretch marks around these lips. Okay. Bitch, Angela tore her ass up, y'all. Oh my God. I've been laughing for 24 hours straight. That is ridiculous that Britt Edie finds a way to walk herself into Angela tearing her ass up on a weekly basis. And so for me, while I think that Britt Edie and Kenya Moore should both be suspended, if the reward in us having to watch Britt Edie every week is Angela reading her for filth every week, I'll take it this season. Don't bring her back next season, though, but I'll take her this season. I will take it. I sure will. That is everything and more to me. Oh my God. Why would she Shamia face, y'all? Why would she tore that girl up? Oh my God. Speaking of Angela, Angela says that she thought Portia was actually hurt when she invited Drew, although earlier she said she would do it again by the time she was 10, like she was Trina Oakley. If I had the chance to invite Drew again, I'd invite her by the time I was 10. Girl, read the room. So she thought Portia was actually hurt when she invited Drew. Angela says that Drew and Portia used to be friends, and Angela invited Drew without her permission because all she was really trying to do was bridge that friendship together and get it back on track because she's a loyal girl from the same city that Drew is from. I can't remember what city it is. It's Detroit, right? Or is it Chicago? It's Chicago. Um, Britt says no. Everything that you're saying, which is actually fucking correct in the issue that you have with Portia right now, right? Angela was spot on. She's spot on. She knows what she's doing, as someone just said. She knows how to play the game, right? She knew exactly why Portia was being flippant and nasty and not cool with her because you, through hell or high water, got this girl on my trip. Because if we talk about production and production wanted that girl there, Portia being the sole OG full-time lead, probably was looking at a cast full of newcomers and Drew is not invited, like, y'all better not say shit. You better sit down and shut up. She ain't coming on the trip. And the start. And everyone was like, okay, we'll do it. Except for Britt Edie, who was just like, yeah, I'll do it. Because I don't have any friends on the cast and I live for you. So I'll do whatever you say. Shamia, who's scared to tell a girl no. And Kelly, who was just Kelly, love Kelly down a little bippity boppity. But I love Kelly though. But sometimes it can come out bippity boppity. We're like not gonna do it. And so Angela was like, if you hoes don't like me, fuck it. I'm inviting her next. Production was like, will you? Yes. In the words of Alex McCoy at season 3, Real Housewives of New York, there was no thinking. I just told Bethany, yes, of course I would deliver that message. Yes, she will deliver the message. Girl, you got that, girl, what? Thank God, because you gonna sit me there with them baddies. And I need somebody else who just gonna be normal. Cynthia, that's Cynthia. We really don't can't count her right now. But the other four, hell no. I be trying to go to bed by 8 o'clock. Hell no. Yeah, I'm finna invite Drew. You're not finna. I'm trying to go to bed, and these poles is pussy popping at the pool. No, ma'am. Yes, God. I will be inviting Drew. You ain't even got to finish it. Production assistant, production man. I got it. There's no thinking. I just said yes, Bethany. I will deliver that message. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for listening on No Chaser TV, the podcast. We just had a huge dump of episodes. So go ahead and listen to those as well on No Chaser TV, the podcast. And thank you so much for 35K that we just hit today on Facebook. We really do greatly appreciate it. Over 12 million views in the last 30 days on uh, Instagram. So thank you guys so much. Go ahead and run the numbers up over here on YouTube, as well as keeping the numbers going wherever you're at, watching, viewing, consuming No Chaser TV. I do greatly from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate everything that you guys do. I see you guys in the comments all the time. I see you guys interacting with the accounts all the time. I greatly appreciate it. It is something that has happened out of nowhere and has been beyond my wildest dreams. I don't seek validation, but I do think validation is nice. I am one of those girls. I'm not fake. I do like validate. I like to be validated, but I'm not going to seek it. I just would love to have it because I just think that these type of endeavors are so hard, and any bit of encouragement I can get along the way while I encourage myself, and I have my support systems, is greatly appreciated because it got really big really quick, and it's only getting bigger, and I cannot do this without y'all. And I do greatly appreciate you guys wherever you're viewing No Chaser TV. Thank you a lot. Let's see what the people saying. Taylor Gray. Thank you, Miss Finesse. More life and more success to you, Chase. You deserve it. Thank you. Um, EA, Kelly isn't consistent enough for me. Sammy, Kelly here for a good time. That's it. She not here for a long time. She got a couple seasons in her though as a housewife, I think. But yeah, Angela Britt or Karen Robin coded. Yes, God. That's a good one, Taylor Gray. Yes, Lord. Because one thing about Robin, Robin got her ass twat the frame every time. And every time Robin thought she had a aha moment, aha, Karen would be like, aha, bitch, I got you. Baby, she told her to go back to Great Falls. Okay. In her bed, 2-bedroom apartment or whatever she told her. I'm getting old. I don't remember like I used to. Um, anyways, Britt Eady says that Angela is playing the victim. And so Angela says, please tell me how I play the victim. She said, I got a perfect explanation as to how you, stay with me, people, how you, Angela, play the victim, because that's what you do. That's how you do it. You play that victim. So Britt and everyone is listening to how she plays the victim. And Britt says the way that you do that is by thinking you're catching all the heat and being oblivious to what's actually going on. Angela says, again, tell me how you're correlating these things. And Britt says, like how they treated me, how you guys treated me at the peace brunch. Nobody has any empathy or felt how it is to be in my shoes and how that attacked my business. And nobody really came there with that on their mind. Angela and Britt, they're talking back and forth. Angela says Britt came in entitled, and Drew says them showing up was them being in support of Britt, and says it was a back and forth, a cause and effect that got y'all ass here in the first place, aka Angela and Drew do not give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. And you know what, y'all? It's been enough weeks that have moved past the situation for me. Y'all, I have lost followers because of this. I don't care. I live in my truth. Okay. I've lost subs because of this. Uh, and I don't care neither. I don't. I know I should have kept that close to the chest. I know love, 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 and the people, y'all not gonna like that, but Wrong is wrong. Two wrongs don't make no right. I'm sorry. Britt says she didn't even get to explain her side, and Cynthia says that no one could tell Britt how to walk into a room after she was just posted on a poster sucking some dick. Because Angela said, of course, that she came in entitled and all of those things. And until that happens to any of them, then they can zip it and holler at her once it does. Britt says, how would you come in after being home for 3 days crying because your business was being torn down and hearing, oh, well, I could have been somewhere else, and hearing that was hurtful for her. Angela says, you know what? Missteps were made. Yeah, missteps were made. And I'm saying this so she could shut the F up about it because I don't care. Them girls did not care. They did not care. They did not care. That is one indicator of social media being present in these shows as they're filming it, not as it airs. Because back in the day, the girls, they would say what they want to say and stand on it. And then after the season aired and they got the backlash from the internet, then they will come and either stand on it some more or tuck their tail between the legs and back down on it. They were actively trying to remind themselves to back down on them not thinking that Britt Eady was the victim in this situation because she was the initiator and instigator of said situation, you know, and be like, you know what? No, we're gonna get toe up, girl. We're gonna get toe up. We can't even they're gonna eat us up, girl. Girl, maybe we made some missteps. That's what it gave. Damn, huh, girl? Give us something. Get a drama something. Cynthia says they still have to show Britt empathy and they can still love their friend. Britt says it doesn't take away what happened to her, no matter what anyone feels, and no matter if they feel it was justified or not. It doesn't take away what happened. It also does not take away what the fuck you said out your mouth. What are we doing here? Y'all got to stop playing with me on this situation. I am so sorry. If you say you have whips and pew pews and pistols for me, bitch, you better be lucky. The nicest thing I could have did to you was show you sucking on some Peter Weeder on a camera, because on a poster, because for as disgusting as everybody says that is, for as low down as everybody says that is, for as trifling as everybody says that is, so is saying that you have a whip and pew pews and pistols and all of those things as well. They're not on the same spectrum, but on each side of their spectrum, they are all of the above. You cannot, in my vicinity, mention a weapon about me and then tell me whether I was threatened or not, whether I am or not. She shouldn't have said the shit out of her motherfucking mouth. So since she want to open her mouth, I'm gonna show y'all the only time I think she makes sense. Nasty work. Also, don't fuck with me no more, because you know I got it. And every time you come over here, I got something for your ass. Because I don't carry no pew pew on the set. And I don't have a whip back at home, okay? But what I will tell you is this: you gonna know if you fuck with me, because I can't bring those according to the code of conduct, that anywhere you act up. I got more. I got pamphlets. I got keychains. I got t-shirts. I'm ready to distribute it to all the girls. Get a blowout and get a free Brit Eady t-shirt down to the Kenya Moore hair spot. Like, y'all have got me fucked up. I'm sorry. No, no. For me, it's a no, dog. For me, it's a no. Yeah, I'm gonna be hurt and very hurt to see you put that on a poster of me. But yeah, I would also be very hurt to hear that you're saying that in my vicinity. I'm sorry. Next. Mm-mm. Nope. We just gonna have to disagree on this one, y'all. And that's why I call Buka. Oh no, someone. Oh Lord, I'm not reading that out loud, Taylor Gray. Cynthia seen Dazed and Confused. Baby, Dazed and Confused. I gave it to y'all the realest way I can give it to y'all. Tony Hawk also says, you get a shirt, you get a shirt, you get a hat. I got keychains right here, girl. If you want it right now, I got it. Matter of fact, I got replica poster boards in the back. I'm having a make your own poster board class at the spa next Tuesday. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna teach you how to make the poster boards while you're getting your hair done. Okay. So come on in here. We're gonna teach you how to do it. Okay. And then that's how you get a bitch up off of you. I am so sorry. Y'all gonna have to miss me with the fake shit. That's just keeping it real. I don't because I don't know whether or not Kenya felt threatened. Okay, Kenya didn't feel threatened. Okay. She pursued it, she pushed it, but she didn't feel threatened. Okay. So then y'all think that if she didn't feel threatened, that I mean not Buck Tooth, but Buckshot Brit didn't felt sorry about what she said. I'm so sorry, Kenya. Here's some flowers. Oh, you're gonna be mean to me. Oh, okay, I'll let you be mean to me. Bullshit, the baker. Y'all got to stop with the bullshit. Come on now. Here's my TED talk. Poster boards. Girl, you got me fucked up. No. Yeah, you're gonna be on the poster board sucking some dingaling. Y'all ain't gonna like it. I'm not saying that I go out of my way every day. I don't do that. That's not how I roll. But I mean, it is what it is. Them girls didn't care. Next. The girls are waiting on Portia to go downstairs for dinner, and Portia enters the room like a dark cloud. Everybody was having fun. Everybody's been in a situation like that. We having fun. Yeah, we gonna do it. Yeah, we taking shots with no hands. We gonna, you know. And then here come that bitch. This is my last resort. Girl, carry your ass back to Paramore and them in the back, okay? And evidence is your ass out of here because we up here trying to have fun. The fuck? Damn. Portia says she's pissed because she now has gotten a phone call from someone calling to say that Dennis has indeed been filming with Drew against her wishes, and she is disappointed he chose opportunity over family. Let's just go ahead and say this, okay? Yes, I would understand why Portia is upset. If I don't want the girl here, I told the girl not to be talking to my motherfucking man. She's still talking to my man, okay? But I don't own him, so I have no rights to tell her who to speak to and who not to speak to. And I have no right to tell him who to speak to and who not to speak to. If we're having a discussion, I tell you how I feel, that's how I feel. But whether I fuck with you or not is definitely going to be predicated on whether or not you respect my feelings. Am I really asking you to respect my feelings, or am I asking you to do what I say? Which is why these people continue to do what they choose to do, because that man did not choose to put opportunity over his family. You chose to put your family over the opportunity. Now, because they won't do what you say, when you say, how you say, and when they say why, Portia, the answer is not something that make no sense. It's because I said so. Oh hell no, I ain't doing that. Come on and make this music. And the first song they recorded when Portia told them no was "You Must Be Delusional." Delulu, delulu. Crank that shit up, delulu, delulu. Crank that shit, Drew. You must be delusional. Ooh, oh my God. The wonderful Monday night here on No Chaser TV. We will not be here next Monday. We will be here next Tuesday for the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. And I hate that because, God, I want to talk with y'all about Angela cussing that lady out. Hopefully next week I can have a little panel. So I'll see what I can do. We have a panel next week. How about that, right? Eh? Ooh. It's so unfortunate that this man is putting opportunity over his family. It's not going to crank that shit, Dennis. You must be delusional. Girl, the first motherfucking song they recorded was Delulu. Girl, please. Listen to that. I think my guests are really going to like that compliment. Thank you, Miss Finesse. Yes, you always have such well-informed guests. They're gonna be so mad. Drop some names of who you would like to see with me on panel next week, and I'll see if I can beg them to come. Y'all drop some names. Yes, girl, your last resort. Oh, girl. Going on somewhere, child. God damn. Um, the girls take a line dancing class, and it was a mess. Angela was wobbling, and they were not doing the wobble. And Drew says Kelly looks like a troll. From there, it's time for dinner, and Portia is quiet and says that she's just tired when everyone is asking, "What's wrong, Portia?" They talk about how Angela could come across as a victim, and Angela says, "You know what? Yes, we did talk about how you guys think I played a victim, but I don't really see that. I don't really understand what y'all talking about because the example that I got was actually of someone else playing a victim." Catch. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. That will be funny. I'll see what I can do. I'm reading the comments. That's funny. I'll see what I can do. Oh, they're gonna be so mad as hell. They're gonna be mad as hell, baby. Um, I can't wait to have these conversations. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm reading some of the comments from who the people are saying that we should invite on the panel next week to talk. Um, Britt then says, "So you didn't take anything from it? Yeah, you didn't get anything I was trying to say when I was telling you about how I'm the victim and why that makes you act like you are the victim. Crank that shit. You might be the lose. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, goodness." Angela asks how she was a gaslighter, and Portia says, "You know what? I don't remember." Portia, if you not contributing to group scenes and being active is going to come with you, if you, okay, how can I put this? Okay, let me put it this way. If you being in control of your mood and your attitude and your anger, allegedly, I'm not saying that you have anger issues, but whatever, you being in control of your responses is going to mean that you're not going to fully contribute to group scenes. We don't want that shit. We don't want it. Mm-mm. If you can't keep yourself from whooping a bitch ass from asking, "Did you sell it?" Like, you know, or answering questions like, "Did you sell it?" You know, the cat. Bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. Um, if you are not going to answer because of questions on a show that is predicated on having dinner and asking questions, if you're not going to be able to not be the bitch ass, then don't do the show. Because you give it nothing. It's giving a chop. It's not giving. It's not giving. We need you dialed in. We need you to be responsive. We need you to be the OG, the lead of the show. Because you could have easily wrapped Angela up because Angela attempts to gaslight through this whole dinner. Britt says that she felt Angela wanted Drew to come even though she wasn't invited. Angela says, "Well, Portia never told me she wasn't invited." Everyone says it was implied. The girl told you she was not, anybody on this call is invited. She was not on the call. You just said that you wanted her to go. You didn't get clarification as to why Drew was not on the call. You see what I'm saying? Hell or high water, you were going to get her to come. So I think that as a highly intelligent individual, an intelligent individual, individual with some common sense, some basic sense, which is the bare minimum, which is a high bar on this show, excuse me, for somebody who seems like they got some sense, you would have read the room and oh goodness, you would have read the room and peeped that she's not welcome on this trip and not advocate and push for her to come so much. And then when they ask, would you do it over again? You say, yeah, you do it again by the time you was 10. Come on now. They go so far to prove the point as to ask Drew, was she invited to the call and did she miss the call? And Drew confirms that she was not there because she was not invited and she did not miss the meeting. She was not invited to the meeting. Angela apologizes for offending Portia, and then she wonders why she's the only one being held accountable because Kelly asked you, Portia, why you stole that lady's husband, and you never answered the people when we asked you about it. Respond, give us something. That's perfect. I'm giving you something to work with. You didn't take the first one, take this one. But if you cannot respond without wanting to throw plates and throw glass and push people mama off a cliff, and maybe this is not the arena for you. Or you got you into yourself into a situation with a bitch that's gonna fight for real. Because I've only ever seen you fight people who are not enthusiastic about having to fight you back. But now you got somebody who dare you to come across the room, look at her sideways twice, and now you ain't got nothing to damn say. Oh, okay. I think I done caught it now. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay then. I think I caught on to it. I think I see what the issue is. You ain't never got in the ring with a girl that want a box. Okay. All right. Whoop, there it is. Huh. Since we all hold each other accountable around here, how about that? Kelly says, well, she already answered the question. No, she didn't. You stay. I don't need any help. You stay out of it. The girl didn't answer the fucking question. So Portia says, yes, I don't know if you guys can hear me. She was, talking like the Jacksons. Yes, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you can kiss my ass. Angela said, excuse me. She said, yeah, I guess my ass, you can kiss it. She didn't want to get in the ring with her. Angela very quick wittily tells her, the world can kiss your ass because they're going to have to before I get to it. You better get stretch marks over there to do it. You better get Miles Edie over there to do it because I ain't doing it. I'm not kissing your butt. Angela further doubles down and says that she would never want to kiss a fix-a-flat ass. Oh. Drew then takes the opportunity, seeing that Portia's in a great mood, and asks her, are you okay with me being here since I wasn't invited? Now that's the conversation that is, we need to have a television, but god damn. Drew. Drew. Portia says, you straight. Drew says, well, I thank everyone for, being so nice, everyone else for being so nice, but I'm gonna get my shit and go home because she got me fucked up. I don't know who she talking to like that, but I'm not gonna take it. She's extended olive branches, and that's the energy that she receives. Then that's the energy. She's done with it. The girls beg Drew to stay, and Drew just gets up and leaves eventually. Portia is confused as to how her saying she's straight makes Drew want to leave when she's filming scenes with her baby daddy behind her back. How do you want to leave and you filming scenes with my baby daddy? Portia is not even clocked into the point that she's gotten this bomb of information and addressed it at the table. Drew said, do you want me here? I would have said no. And the reason why I don't want you here is because I tried to tell two grown people what to do and they defied me and then they kept it a secret from me. Now I got a problem with you. Now Portia should have a problem with your ass. I got to keep it real. I already told you no. Okay. But not only are you filming with him, you didn't say, well, I'm going to film with him anyway. You're doing it behind my back now. You don't have to tell me, but the fact that I'm finding out like this, yeah, girl, she didn't even bring that to the table. She's so clocked out. She didn't even bring that to the table. I don't know. I haven't got hopped on the whether Portia should leave or stay train. I'm gonna say Portia should stay, but Portia need to clock in because that's crazy. All of that information was left off the table. That's crazy. Hey, Sean. Derek, Portia was talking like she got Angela's nose. Just very going on, Dorga. All she could have had to say was no. I already didn't want you here. Now I just found out you still filming with Dennis. That's a conversation. He didn't do it. Portia says she's not a mean girl. Uh, oh, and hasn't been mean to Drew all day. Girl, you came all in the room dressed like in all black like the Omen. Stop it. And it's Drew's dramatics for Portia that's taking her out. The girls go inside, and Drew says she isn't going to subject herself to any more insults. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what you thought you were going to get when you got there, but some insults. However, yeah, I would leave too. I would want to go too. Cynthia and Portia talk about Drew, and Portia says that if she did a podcast with Leon behind Cynthia's back, Cynthia wouldn't like it. Cynthia agrees because, as I said, what's mine is always mine. However, that is delusional, right? Because we don't own people, so we don't get to hold our things hostage to make them do what they don't want to do, to make them do what we want us to do. However, you say, listen, you hanging out with this person is hurting me in this way. And I won't be able to fuck with neither one of y'all if y'all continue to hurt me in this way. And whether they respect it or not, then that's the issue, right? It is not you holding your feelings to make them do what you want them to do. It is expressing your feelings and moving accordingly once they do what they want to do. Because you never want to have a person in your life that is doing things in your interest, but not for your interest. I don't want you to do nothing for me because I said so. I should want you to do it because you respect me as a person and you feel that in respect to me as a person, this is why you can or cannot do that. And then if you move and I can't take it, that's on me now. I don't know. I don't like emotional manipulation. I don't like that. Yeah. Because if you express to them why it hurt you, and that's that it was, you better not film with him, you bald head raggedy bitch. It was all of that, you better not. And then it was like she was using PJ as leverage in that scene at the gym, at the jumpy jack place that they were at. Like you're using the children. It feels like you're using the children as leverage to say, if you film with her, I will withhold this thing from you. So you're going to do it because I said so? No, that's not how you operate. It's not how you operate. Portia says it's not really uh, Drew or Angela, um, but Dennis is going to feel her wrath, which is why she didn't respond to her the way that she normally would have, because both her baby daddies kicking, well, excuse me, both of the men in her life are kicking her ass right now. The girls head to the pool and have a good old time while, Angela just trying to go to sleep. They downstairs filming baddies, pussy popping, it's BET Uncut downstairs, and the lady trying to go to sleep, but she decides to stay up and sneak on them and peep on them through her window, because she know them heifers is drunk and ain't up to no good. And sure enough, she heard Portia's truth fall out, because Portia says, that bitch keep fucking with me, I'ma fuck a man. Now she got but 2 more times to fuck with me, bitch. And I'm telling you, me, Charles, Angela said she was recording the bullshit, but she said, hell no. What she said about what? What she said about my man? No, she didn't. I know she didn't. What she said about my man? I know she lying. She got me fucked. What she say about my damn? She says she overheard them talking about her hair and her outfits, and then she heard Charles's name, and so that's why the recording was so abrupt, because she went out there to see what the hell was going on. She confronts them and says that she heard them saying Charles's name. Portia says, "What? Ain't nobody heard you say. You ain't heard nobody say Charles' name, girl. Going on, going on." Portia said, "Matter of fact, you stay. I'ma go. Don't you move. I got it. I'ma leave." Portia don't want none of that old school ass whooping. That's what that is. She know that's a whole keep a blade under her tongue and do what she got. Do very Marlowe Hampton base. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we finna fight, girl? No, ain't no fight. You know that's a girl that get down in the gutter with you. Yeah, Portia don't want none of that ass whooping. Portia, I'm joking. Portia's been very good to No Chasing TV. I am joking. But I mean, you still don't look like you want to really get into the ring with that girl. Um, Kelly says that all she remembers is Portia saying she better stop before she fucks her husband, because Portia was like, I don't know what I said. I could have said anything. And they not only show Kelly corroborating Angela's story, but then Britt says that Shamia said that she heard that Charles has a baby. Excuse me, what? Britt says that she heard Charles has a baby, and then Shamia said that he's out with all these women allegedly. So that's what happened. So yes, they were talking about him pretty much. Angela says you better listen when Portia says she wants to fuck your husband, because she has a track record of doing so. She says Shamia and Britt and all of the girls are puppets to Portia, and she will not be. So she was bucking back because she was watching everybody like kiss Portia ass on that thing. I was like, I ain't kissing this whole ass. Drew, come on, let's go. Oh, well, you ain't tell me I couldn't bring Drew. You was gaslighting, but you was gaslighting out of rebellion, and so therefore I will allow it. However, you was dead ass wrong. So there's that on that. Now, when it comes to Portia, I believe Portia was joking, like playing into her thing. A bitch, I fuck her husband, girl. With her girls, that's how you talk with your girls. Whether you joking or not, whether she will or won't, whether she is or ain't, that's the last person I want to hear is gonna fuck anything of mine. Oh, girl, hell nah. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not her. You can't play with my man like that. Nope. If you want to call in and talk with me and tell me what you're thinking about this current episode. That's the link right there that you will use to copy and paste into your browser. It'll let you call in and you can give your thoughts about the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode. But yeah, absolutely not. Whether or not I feel like Portia was joking or not, Portia is the last person you would want to hear say anything like that. You absolutely have no license to talk about fucking my husband because I don't know if you will or you won't. You do or you don't. But I could just, girl, I just had, girl, I could leave my drink over there and you probably fuck my drink, girl. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Can't leave nothing around you. Because you're going to fuck it. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Hmm. So let me put this phone down. What you said? Mm-hmm. And now you lying about saying that you'll fuck my man. Oh, now we got two problems. Because now you lying about it. And you already a big old liar. So now I can't tell whether you're joking or not. Yeah, let me put this phone down. Mm-hmm. And then Portia didn't want none of that ass whooping, so she scurried her ass up them stairs. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if Portia's going to be mad at Kelly for going ahead and admitting that's what Portia said. And wonder if Shamia's gonna be mad at Britt for saying what she said because those things are like, they're just off camera, so you don't have to say anything. But they said it, girl. Thank God for them. They said it. We ain't no mystery about whether or not she said it or not because she said it. So thank God for them. And another thing, y'all know Portia don't want to see it in the ring with Angela because Angela came out there, asked her what she said about her man, and Portia said nothing and ran her ass up them stairs. You know Portia in another 15, 20 minutes would have got to eating on some coochie. She couldn't even eat what? The cat. Okay? She couldn't even eat the cat. And for Portia to give up that and get up the stairs and call it a night, oh yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She don't want none of Angela in that ring because Angela is in charge of the girls. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. I do greatly appreciate you guys. Let's get the likes up. A lot of you guys are here for the first time with me from Millie Chun's channel that I did last week. I did Hot Topics with Millie Chun. So you guys know me as the editor and curator of No Chaser TV. But every Mondays I do Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews, and every Wednesday me and Tori B are here for a show we call Happy Hour, where we discuss all the hot topics going on. We got a lot of hot topics to get into this Wednesday, so I can't wait to see you guys. But yeah, let's get the likes to match. I'm gonna read some comments and we'll call it a night. Miss Finesse, Charles Oakley, one of the original bad boys in NBA, can't be no slouch married to him. That's why she learned how to read. You think if she's married to Charles Oakley, handling these Real Housewives, handling Britt Edie is gonna be light work for her? Please, because Charles said how he say it. So you have to develop a mouth back. You ain't gonna you can't handle mouth. Excuse me, you can't be quiet with someone like Charles Oakley. You have to open that mouth. Durga Portia definitely would have got tossed around by. Oh Lord. Andre Shannon, my birthday is June 17th. Kenya Moore ruined her birthday. I don't know about all that now. Durga, Portia was joking, but was wrong as fuck. I will say the gag is Angela brought Drew knowing it could upset Portia. And Angela ended up in her room packing her. That is a gag. Yeah, but you know what they say. When you're digging one ditch, you might as well dig two. That's why you don't go around doing stuff like that. Uh, mm-mm. Yes, girl, them girls are downstairs filming BET cut. and Angela okay, not on my watch. Get your ass. Unplug everything, girl. Unplug that motherfucking radio if I get in there and get to whooping some ass. Who said what about Charles? Y'all know they'll call her Netta Oakley. She don't play by her man. All right. Hey, caller, thank you for calling in.
Hi, Chase. Can you hear me okay? I'm
Yes,
outside.
hey. No, I hear you great. How are you?
Okay. I'm good. How are you? Love the show.
Oh, thank you.
This was a great episode. So, I pretty much said all of my commentary in the chat, but I did want to come in and just say I love Angela Oakley. I think that she is really skilled. If she isn't like a super fan, she definitely watched like a lot of reality TV before she came in because she knows how to play the game. And I think that's like the best part of what she brings. I didn't see it for her at first because it just kind of looked like she was going to be a dud like Brit. But, she's really stepping into her own. And I really like that. I love the way that she addressed Portia. You know what I mean? And like you said, like Angela is old school. So she's not going to play with her like she would play with a Brit or a Drew. She's not going to give her that same energy. She's definitely not going to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Miss
Um,
Finesse. Can you hear me?
and I also wanted to say that Portia is giving me Nene towards the end of her run at Real Housewives. It's like that real like I'm here, but I'm just kind of here for my check. I don't really want to answer any questions. I don't want to give out any information. I don't want to show what's actually going on. And I know a lot of that is tied up in the legal stuff where she can't show a lot of the, in the house things and, that kind of thing. But I feel like completely avoiding everything related to Simon Guobadia is a really bad idea because they're going to keep pressing until they get some answers.
Yeah, well, I think she was like that in season 13 to her last official season because she would, refuse for a very long time to talk about the Bolo thing. Not that she had to, but she let Kenya drag that for a very long time before she finally responded. And that's just not characteristic of the Portia that we got to know. So I think, something is going on and maybe it's motherhood, maybe she's cognizant now that I have a child that, is gonna now maybe I have to move differently because of that. I don't know.
And I understand that part too, because like I said, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a fairly new mother. I'm not super new. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit deep into the game now, so I understand how you kind of have to, tone things down a bit. But it, like you said, it just seems like she's so clocked out, like
Yeah.
she's just not there at all, and she's not showing any of that Portia personality that we're used to. I also say she's kind of reminiscent of Giselle trying to produce scenes and
Mhm.
like what she did with the whole thing, trying to make it seem like Angela set her up, but she was really doing the setup to the setup. So,
It's like,
you
what are you
know,
talking about?
right. She's giving a little bit of Giselle, and I really hate that for her. I hope she doesn't go that route, like that really calm, okay, I'm not going to give you anything, but I'm going to make things happen. I don't want her to do that. I don't want her to take that route.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Portia is like enough. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, she has what it takes to,
Yeah, absolutely.
step into a different realm of being a housewife if she doesn't want to be the rowdy turned up girl anymore. I can understand that. But what she's doing now, hopefully it picks up in the later episodes. Andy keeps saying there's so much more to come, and
There is.
Phaedra's really gonna bring a surprising element, which I don't believe because I feel like
Uh,
she's gonna do the same thing she did in Married to Medicine, which was nothing. So I don't have high
um,
hopes for that.
well, I will tell you this: the rest of the season is good, so just keep watching. But
Okay.
Angela, we didn't see Angela coming. You know what I mean? So that was a pleasant surprise to this season, and we'll see who carries the rest of it. But since Kenya has been gone, Angela has been like, "Move, I'll do it. I carry it. Portia don't want to, I'll do it." So we definitely love that for sure.
And I love that for her. I love that for her. I'm definitely excited to see more from her. But that's all I got for you, Chase. Love the
All
show.
righty,
I'm gonna go
thank
over to
you.
Facebook and add all of the things. And
Oh,
yeah, thank you.
thank you so much. You have a good evening.
You too.
All righty. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is No Chaser TV. If it's your first time, hey, I may be a little bit rowdier on my own channel, but that's because I know how to act at other people's house. Okay. But thank you guys so much for subscribing, making sure that you like the videos. Go ahead and commenting on the videos as well as our content on social media as well. And we will see you guys for happy hour. Thank you, Durga. Thank you for our caller, Miss Finesse. Thank you, Durga. Love, love, love. Sammy, Taylor Gray, the Lean, everybody. Sean. Thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all have a good evening. Peace. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.